Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Freedom Table podcast. Here, you will discover biblical truth to help you on your weight loss journey. Whether you've just started today, or whether you have tried and failed and stumbled and fallen and gotten back up again, we are here for you. And I want you to know that there is a place for you at the table of grace and the table of freedom. And we are here to talk about the freedom and the blessing and beauty of the Lord and how He wants to help you on your weight loss journey. If you're new here, I'm Renee Rashava, and in 2018, the Lord helped me lose weight what felt like supernaturally. And I ended up losing 40 pounds and have been able to continue in a healthy lifestyle ever since. And that's exactly why I've made this podcast here. Because the freedom that I've found in the Lord and in my health is the same freedom that I want to help you find. I want to share with you the truths that have helped me. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are releasing an episode to help you throughout the week, give you some bite-sized encouragement and help you along your weight loss journey, even with some tips along the way. So here today, I want to talk with you about our purpose. Now, I don't know about you, but I have had many seasons where I've felt like just overwhelmed and weighed down, like I couldn't actually do the things that maybe were in my heart or didn't even have a clear vision of what my purpose was. Or sometimes I would see like my purpose in life, like, oh, I think I'm called to do this or I'm called to do that. But I didn't quite know how to hit it. And a lot of times I feel like my food choices were actually hindering my purpose because I would feel very sluggish in the afternoon. I would go to work and I wasn't in the job that I was like, oh, my calling and my amazing thing. I was just doing the things, right, to pay the bills and get in and get out. But I would find myself in an afternoon slump after I ate lunch between like 2 and 5 o'clock. And I would feel like I wanted to nap super hardcore. Like I was in my 20s and I was like crashing every day. Like I remember wanting people to have I don't know if you've thought about this, but having a nap room. I'm like, if some like store or some place could have like a nap room that I rent out for like a half hour so I can go take a nap and take a break and then I'll come back to work and then I can keep going. That was my day in and day out. And I had big lofty goals and plans and things I wanted to do with my life, but in many ways I didn't see how I could do them and I didn't feel like I had that ability. And I want to encourage you that the Lord has a purpose for you. And I'm sure a lot of you have explored that with the Lord and have heard all of the beautiful verses, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, or the thoughts I have for you, declares the Lord. They're plans for a hope and a future, plans to help you keep going. And those are amazing things. But sometimes, I don't know about you, but I've experienced feeling stuck specifically because of my weight loss. Or maybe it's you're actually going strong with the Lord, doing your purpose, going after Him, and you don't actually feel like it's hindering. But I want to challenge you maybe that there could be more drive and more excitement as you start to conquer this weight loss journey. And I want in our Bible study today, we are going to open up to Hebrews 12:1 and 2, and we are going to read here. It says, therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him who endured such hostility from sinners against himself, lest you become weary and discouraged in your souls. Now, I am sharing this with you because in chapter 11, the people that are mentioned are the greats of faith. They are the ones who we admire so much from the Old Testimony, whether it was Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, Noah and Moses, and all of the amazing Bible characters that we have seen and we want to emulate in so many ways. We want to have faith like Abraham. We want to have courage like Moses and Joshua. Like, we want to go after the things that they went after. And now in Hebrews 12, he's actually talking to them about, like, hey, you have a great cloud of witnesses, and you actually can lay hold of something even better today than what they had back then. And that is that you have the gospel of Jesus Christ. And as you have faith in what he has done and what Jesus did for you, you can actually walk in victory. You can walk in so much more than what even the people we love and admire so much that we look up to in faith. And he's saying, hey, since we have all of these great people who lived with purpose and seem to fulfill their purpose, you can do the same as them. You can look unto Jesus, who's the author and the perfecter of your faith, and you can keep going. Just throw off the things that easily entangle, throw off the weight, and literally, like, while this is not talking about literal weight throwing off, but throw off the weight of burdens, and let's throw off the weight of that we carry around so much that actually burdens our life. And says, and let us run with endurance the race that is marked out for us, looking unto Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, for the joy that was set before him. And it's this encouragement from the writer of Hebrews saying, hey, you, just like the fathers of faith, the people who were longing for faith, it actually says, so just like the amazing forefathers of our faith from the Old Testament that we see, they lived with purpose. They lived with a sight in mind. And actually, they were looking towards the cross. Everybody was looking forward for the day when the Messiah, Jesus, would come. And they were having faith for that day. And that day, my friends, has come. And now we get to step into the very promises that all of our amazing people from the Old Testament, we get to step into those promises just because we're in Jesus. Just because you're in Jesus today, you have those promises and you have a purpose. And whatever purpose that you're called to fulfill, these verses are telling us, hey, look unto Jesus, throw off the things that hinder you, and move and walk in your purpose. So as you're walking through your day and you're thinking about, okay, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get yourself together and like do all of the things that you feel like is going to help you lose the weight. I want to just encourage you along the way to see the Lord and to see your purpose in him, and to see that you have a purpose to run forward in, that he has created you with a special purpose, whether it's right now you're a mom and you're with your kids and you're on the floor and you're playing and you're running, you're doing all of the crazy things just to keep it together in the house. Whether you're getting older and you're heading towards menopause and you feel like maybe you don't have like much left to give, or wherever it is, maybe you're young and single and you still have so much to give. So I want to encourage you here on your weight loss journey today to find a purpose in why you're actually trying to lose weight. Because there are things that while we can like, please hear me, you can fulfill your purpose at like, at 150 pounds to 300 pounds. But I want to encourage you, or wherever weight you're at, like, you are beautiful and lovely as you are. But there are sometimes physical limitations on our body that sometimes prevent us from doing the very things that God is calling us to and leading us to, and to live that vibrant, fulfilling life that he has for us. In the last episode, I shared the verse about John 10:10 came to give life and life abundant. And he's come to give you an abundant life in him with abundant purpose. And you have so many things in store for you and so much ahead of you. And while you're able to walk in his purpose here and today, I want to encourage you that the weight and the brain fog and all of the things that the processed foods are causing on your body, it's very possible that you aren't hitting it as strong or as well as you would like. It's not like you're not going as strong, or maybe you are going as strong, but you actually there's a spot in your life that it's like, if I could just hit this one area. And so I want to encourage you, as you're going through the day, may your motivation be gosh, I'm going to throw off the things that easily entangle me. I'm going to throw off the food that easily entangles me, and I'm going to move forward with purpose. I'm going to look to Jesus, the author and perfecter of my faith. And I'm going to believe that actually my choices for my food are going to lead me into a greater opportunity for me to fulfill my purpose. So I'm going to give you a health tip here. We would love to take a quick break to tell you about this opportunity. You see, in 2018, the Lord helped me lose weight in what felt like a supernatural way. It felt like it was just melting off of me, and I ended up losing 40 pounds. And so I've put together a free ebook that I believe the Lord wants to give to you. It's got 5 truths to your effortless weight loss. And in that book, I share the one biblical truth that the Lord showed me that helped me really step out of striving and step into an ease of his grace to walk in freedom for my weight loss. And I believe he has the same for you. We also have it in an audiobook version because we know that many of you are busy. So I encourage you to click the link below in the comments or go to www.feastingineden.com to pick up your free ebook today. Okay, well, welcome back. Here now I'm going to be sharing with you our nutrition tip, which is along the same lines of keeping in purpose. And that is because I want to help you fulfill your purpose and calling in the Lord. And I would love to hear what that is in the comments below. So please let me know. I would love to encourage you on in the things that God is calling you to, whether it's being a mom or whatever it is, what season of life you're in. And we can help cheer you on in not just your weight loss, but in your calling. For this particular nutritional tip, I want to encourage you to choose your food on purpose. And by this, I mean that to choose nutrient-dense whole foods. That is going to help you lose weight the fastest. If you're eating foods that are high nutrient-dense, protein, fat, and fiber, and the healthy fats, then you're going to be able to feel more satisfied and be able to eat more. Now, personally, I like to make sure that I'm choosing whole foods, and I'm very choosy on what I actually put in my body for the fact that I know that if I choose whole nutrient-dense food, I can eat much more of it and be more satisfied than if I were to choose processed foods. I don't know if you realize this, but processed foods are actually like pre-digested slurries. They've taken the food in their whole form. They've broken the parts all down into a slurry-like consistency. And that is pre-digested food. So your body doesn't have to go through as much work to break it down, which consequently you don't get as many nutrients and you don't feel as full, and you are looking for more because the fiber has been stripped out of it. And so while you can eat 100 calories of one processed food, you can have 100 calories of a whole nutrient-dense food, and you're going to feel fuller longer than if with that small little portion. And I guarantee you probably won't stop at it. Actually, people whose diets are 60 to 70% processed foods are actually more likely to eat about 500 more calories a day just because they're not getting that food in there. So on your weight loss journey, Find purpose in your eating and choose the foods that you're going to feel like I actually ate something good and I feel good after it. And I don't want that other food because I won't feel good after it. And here is the recipe that I would encourage you to eat on one of those times where you want something sweet. It's not bad to eat something sweet, but do it intentional and do it purposeful. Put some bananas in your freezer and then take them out. Take one banana out with some coconut cream from the can or make it organic, and then put some peanut butter and some cocoa powder in there and mix it up in a NutriBullet, and you can have a banana frosty chocolate goodness. It's delicious. You can chop up some Lindt dark chocolate in there. The dark chocolate won't feel so dark when it's paired with that creamy banana smoothie bowl, and it's going to be delicious. You can add some nuts, and that's some protein, and that's going to be a nice, rich, nutrient-dense packed snack or dessert that you can have that's going to complement instead of take away from your weight loss journey. So choose wisely and choose on purpose so that you can fulfill the purpose that God has for you and step out of that brain fog and into abundant clarity and motivation and energy. So friends, I hope this episode encouraged you. Let me know in the comments what you're living for today and what purpose the Lord has for you. And we will see you in the next episode on the Freedom Table podcast.